a bunch of different stuff.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
What it do, what it do, what it do. You now tune into another episode of BVO Boxing with your boy D Free and Prize Fighter. What's going on with the prize?
Salute, free man. Salute everybody in the chat. Salute the homie BVO. You know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we got some news going on in the sport of boxing today. It seemed like yesterday, Bill Haney came out and he was talking on his live stream, and he gave Ryan Garcia an ultimatum. Ryan Garcia said he wanted a rematch. So Bill Haney came on his live and said, "Well, Ryan, if you want a rematch, you got to enter in the WBC VADA testing in 48 hours." So we're gonna see what Ryan do, see how bad Ryan really wants the rematch. Because Ryan did come out and say he'll fight him in a rematch and he'll beat him up again or whatever. So we're gonna see if Ryan take the ultimatum and enter into this WBC VADA testing. What you think about the news?
Yeah, I saw the news. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that fight gonna happen ever again. It'd be nice to see it, but then you have someone say, "Oh well, Ryan, don't give Ryan a payday. He's a racist and all that." Man, I want him to get whooped. Forget that. So, as far as the news go, I seen when Bill jumped in the live or whatever and gave Ryan, the 48 hours, but Ryan's gonna do what he want at the end of the day. It ain't gonna make no difference. If Ryan really want the rematch like he said, then he will sign up. But come on, like, yeah, you really think he gonna sign up? I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I don't know. I think Ryan is going to talk to his team and they're gonna come up with a decision because it was yesterday when he came out with the news. So that was at 6 o'clock yesterday. So now it's been 24 hours. So he got one more day to do it. So I want to see if Ryan do enroll in the VADA testing. I want to see if Bill Haney and them really going to make that fight. Because if Ryan do say hey, and he showed proof that he is enrolled in VADA testing, I want to see if Bill going to stay true to his word. Because he said if you want the rematch, then enroll in VADA testing within 48 hours. So I want to see if he does do it, are you going to stay true to your word? And what's going on, Billy? And hold up, fight. And I understand what you're saying when people say they don't want to see Ryan get another payday. Um, I'm it. I'm torn between both because I'm in that boat with I don't want to see him get another payday, but I'm also in that boat with I want to see him get beat up. But the thing is, in order for him to get beat up, he's going to have to get a payday because regardless of how we feel about it, there's a lot of fans that still support Ryan. There's a lot of people that still support. What's going on, Big Dre? There's a lot of people that still support Ryan. So he's going to get a payday, whether he gets a payday fighting against Devin or he gets a payday fighting against somebody else. It's still a lot of people that support Ryan, so he's going to get a payday once he's able to get back into the sport of boxing. I prefer it be somebody like Devin or Tank or even if he go up and fight somebody like Brian Norman or Jerron Boots Ennis. If you go up to 47, I prefer it be one of those guys, somebody of the black ethnic group that can put a real beating on him. I don't want him to go up there and fight some or stay at the weight class and fight somebody where he get an easy fight and he get a payday off an easy fight. I want him to fight somebody that's really going to put a beating on him. But like I said, at that same token, he's going to get a payday regardless of how we feel about it. He's going to get a payday. Because he has fans that's going to support him. How big of a payday, that remains to be seen. But he will get a payday.
Yeah, he gonna definitely get a payday. But I just want somebody to beat him up real good, man. Just whoop him real good, then he can go off and. But
Well,
I can see him taking an easy fight.
yeah. Well, yeah. He did say that prior to what he said lately. The last thing that he said was he basically, I guess, since the daggone lawsuit came out, he said he will give him a rematch. And Bill came out yesterday and said, "Well, if you want the rematch, then enroll into the VADA testing in 48 hours." So, I don't know. No, actually, Devin didn't say originally that he didn't want it because I went back and watched the fight, and right after the fight was over, Matt Kettleman was in the ring with Devin, and he asked him, "Do you want a rematch?" He said, "Yeah, I want a rematch. It's only right that he gave me a rematch. I gave him an opportunity. The better man won." He said, "But I want a rematch." So initially, he did say he want a rematch. I believe after that, he said he didn't care of having a rematch. But initially, he did say he wanted a rematch right after the fight.
Well, I want a rematch. It was a good fight too. So, but hopefully Ryan straighten up his act and it won't be so much shenanigans. But I do want to see the rematch, and I want to see Dev try to get it back. And if he doesn't, then I don't care. Devin's Haney, one of them fighters that, he'll go fight. He seemed like he'll fight anybody. If he goes in there and get beat, so what? At least the guy's in there competing with the best. That's what I don't care about. These fighters that don't want to, they want to pick and choose who they want to fight. But Devin needs to get that rematch back. That needs to happen next.
I'd rather see it with everybody being on the up and up, and that's nobody coming in overweight on the night of the
A fair
weigh-in.
fight.
Yeah, nobody coming in overweight on the night of the weigh-in, and nobody testing positive for anything. I wanted to be on the up and up, and let's see who wins that fight. Ryan could very well do the same thing he did in the
Yeah, he
last fight.
could. He can. Yeah, he absolutely can.
Because let's be honest, both of them fought each other. That was the seventh time they fought each other. This was the first time in the pros. I
Mhm.
believe Devin will come in there with a different game plan, even though he said he don't believe he did anything wrong. I believe he's going to go back and look at that fight and see that wasn't the right game plan. Because when he was boxing, that's when he was winning the fight.
Yeah, he won
When
like
he tried to
4 rounds
go
in
in
a
and
row,
try to
didn't he?
knock out Ryan, that's when he kept getting caught. So I think he's going to stay to the boxing more so than to try to knock Ryan out because I've always said it. I mean, prior to the Ryan fight, even when he was fighting Loma, and even when he was about to fight Regis Prograis, I told him, I said, Devin need to stop listening to these fans that's just supporting him everything he say, because the real fans will tell him, you are a boxer. You're not a knockout artist. You stick to what you do best, and that's
Yeah.
box. A
Hmm.
lot of these fans, they wanna support their fighter at any cost. They know that the fighter is not being honest, and they still support him. But you gotta be more than a fan. You gotta be somebody who's gonna be honest with them. When you honest with them, they respect you more than just saying yes and agreeing to everything they say. That's just like you dealing with a female. When you deal with a female and you agree to everything she says, she like, what? You ain't got no backbone. You just saying yes to everything. So
Hmm.
you gotta be honest with him. And I like Devin enough to be honest with him. I'm not the huge Devin fan like that. But I'm damn sure don't hate him. But I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat anything. You are a hell of a boxer. When you box, that's when you at your best. You going there trying to knock somebody out, you're not that good. We saw that when he fought daggone when he fought not Gamboa but Jojo Diaz. He was trying to knock Jojo Diaz out. He didn't look that good. When he
Hmm.
was trying to knock out Loma, didn't look that good.
Hmm.
So when he boxed, that's when he's at his best. That
Like what he
fight that
did
he
against
had with
Regis.
Cambosa, the first one, he was at his best. Cambosa couldn't lay a finger on him.
Yeah.
But that second one, he hit Cambosa with everything. If you was going to knock anybody out, that would have been the time that you knocked somebody out. You hit Cambosa with everything. And
Yeah.
then Loma goes in there and stopped Cambosa.
Yeah. I mean,
I can't
Devin.
hear you. Something happened with your mic. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. I can hear you just fine. But yeah, Devin. When he sticks to the game plan, he's tough to beat. When he goes in there and tries to please the fan, I'm not saying don't try to please his fans. We do want to see entertainment, but Dev, there are fans who enjoy what you do. You know what I'm saying? So you need to stick to your game plan, bro. You box, hit, not get hit. Floyd made a living off of doing it in the second half of his career. Like Free said, you hit him with everything, and Cambosos ain't go nowhere. You know what I mean? Now maybe Dev took a lot out of him for Loma to go in there and beat him up. I mean, but again, no excuses. I mean, he was hitting them. He was painting them with right hands. I thought he was gonna get him out of there. With Cambosos didn't want to go. So Dev needs to stick to his game plan like he did against Regis. He stuck to his game plan against Brandon. What's his name? Jojo Diaz. He stuck to his game plan. When he gets outside of his game plan, he gets confused, like with Lomachenko and with Ryan. He had no business doing that. And when he started boxing him and getting to the game plan of boxing, he won 3 or 4 rounds in a row. He was doing good. To the knockdowns was killed him. You know what I mean? It's not like Ryan run a bunch of rounds. Them knockdowns is what killed him. I mean, how many knockdowns was it? 3 of them or something like that. You
It was
know,
three that he got counted for.
yeah, so it's like that's put you in the hole, man. The guy only got to win a couple of rounds and then you in the hole. So the right man, I mean, Ryan won the fight. It was disputed because of his positive test. You got half the people saying it ain't gonna make no difference. You got other half the people saying it does make a difference. I would like to say that after fighters fight one another, I would like to see both of them be clean. Just be clean, and that way you won't be in these situations. And hopefully, this is a learning lesson for anybody that wants to take some supplements or don't know what they're putting in their bodies. You can't trust everybody, So that's pretty much it, bro.
Yeah. The other news came out today that I guess it's official. David Benavidez versus David Morrell. I guess
I seen
I guess
David Benavidez Instagram. I follow him on Instagram.
yeah. So
He posted that.
how you like that fight?
I mean, that's a fight that we all want to see. You know, um, see that kind of fight. What would you rather have it on, an undercard of a tank fight, or does that deserve its own pay per view or its own main event? Because I like David Morrell, but that's a 50-50 one. Benavidez, David Morrell gonna be tough, but he got the power to keep Benavidez off of him too. So somebody gonna get hurt bad in that fight. But I kind of lean into David for now because he got a little bit more experience. But not to say the kid ain't ready, because David Morrell, he definitely ready. So they giving us what we want. So that'd be nice if we can get that this year. But Benavidez said it on his IG, so hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a paper. I don't know if it's a pay-per-view fight. Um, I wouldn't mind seeing on the undercard of Tank Davis fight. That might be where they might need to do it at because David Benavidez he he only did 35,000 with Bubu Andrade, and that was a fight that a lot of people wanted for a while, and he only did 35,000 for that. I don't think he's going to do much more than that with David Morrell because David Morrell is relatively unknown as well, and neither one of them look that great at 175. I think both of them won their fight, but they didn't look that great. Um,
Right.
so I think it's going to be an interesting fight. It's definitely a 50-50 fight. I think David Morrell will edge it out because of his boxing ability and his power. I think he has enough power to give David Benavidez something that he's never felt before. David Benavidez never felt nobody hit him with the power that Morrell has. He boxed people. I mean, he fought boxers, but he hasn't fought a person that had the total package, boxing and defense and power. I don't think he's fought anybody like that. So I think David Morrell will edge it out because of his boxing ability, but I think it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, you said Morrell exit edge it out. He possibly could, but we'll see. Because, like you said, they didn't. I wasn't impressed with either one of them at 75. But maybe because they got to get adjusted to the weight. But David Benavidez ain't fighting no easy opponent either. So let's give him some credit. And who was Morrell? Who did Morrell fight?
He fought a guy. I forgot his name.
Not that
Oh, I
guy's
can't.
name. But the
Let
guy
me
made
see.
him look. The guy made him look, like not so much of a wrecking machine. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I feel like he gonna
he was
make him
he was
challenge.
he was a decent opponent for Morrell's first fight at 75, but he wasn't a world beater. And
Right.
the guy David Benavidez fought, he was a guy that a lot of people believe gave but Butterbeef
Usyk.
his toughest fight.
I thought he fought Usyk or better
No,
be
no, he
better
fought
be.
Butterbeef.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they believe he gave Butterbeef his toughest fight. I didn't watch that fight, so I couldn't tell you if he did or he didn't.
Yeah.
Um, but either way, they neither one of them looked like their normal self, like they did at 168. Because that's the first time I seen David Benavidez get tired, and that's the first time I seen David Morrell get a little frustrated.
Hmm.
Um, so neither one of them looked good, but I think both of them won their fight easily. I think David Morrell won his fight a little more easier than David Benavidez, but I still think David Benavidez won at least 8 of those rounds against his opponent.
And he had a much tougher opponent than
Yeah,
David Morrell too. Because if you put that guy in there with David Morrell, that might have been went another way. But
yeah,
I feel like Benavidez, he did slow down a little bit, and we're not used to really seeing him slow down. But maybe he got to get adjusted to the weight. And he got have a better camp, a little bit more, get some more focus in, and maybe we'll see what we got to do at 75. So, it's even though. One, BVO and they're saying Morrell gonna get stopped and all of that. I don't know. I mean, he might, but I mean, it's I don't. I can see
uh,
that
uh,
happening, but
um, no, if he couldn't stop Caleb Plant, I don't think he's gonna stop Morrell.
yeah,
I
but
don't think
Caleb
he's gonna
Plant,
stop.
but Morrell ain't gonna move around and avoid like Morrell, like Plant, get up out of there. He wasn't trying to get stopped. He got up out of
No,
there.
no, Morrell does move like Caleb Plant. The thing is, Morrell has better defense than Caleb Plant, and he has a bigger gas tank than Caleb Plant.
I don't
That's the
think he
difference.
moves as better as Caleb Plant, but that's
I,
debatable.
I mean. You need to go back and watch some of his fights then, because
Nah, he's
Morrell,
sharp. Yeah, he's swift. I like him. I
he,
rock with the kid.
he not gonna run. If you talking about that, he not
Right.
gonna
Plant
run.
gonna run. That's what I was trying to say. Plant
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get up
no,
out
no,
of there.
he not gonna run, but he will avoid punches and use his footwork and use his head movement. So, but yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. I just think Morrell will edge it out. I don't think neither one of these guys get stopped. I think it's going to go to the cards, and I think Morrell will edge it out.
Mm. I see somebody getting hurt bad in this.
I mean, it might. I just don't see it. I think if anybody get hurt, I think it'll be David Benavidez because he doesn't have a lot of head movement, and his defense is his offense. When your defense is your offense, and you got somebody who could slip punches easy, you leave yourself open to get caught with a big shot.
Well, Morrell's been calling for this fight. So David signing up, PBC getting it done.
And that's another thing too. I think Morrell wanted this fight more than Benavidez wanted this fight.
Yeah. Because Benavidez was so busy chasing Canelo, and then little and right chasing him was David Morrell. So
Yeah,
David Morrell's getting his wish, and hopefully he makes the best of it.
yeah. Usually more hungry guy usually wins the fight, especially the more hungry guy with better skills. Usually that fighter usually wins the fight. The guy that's more hungry and better skills usually wins the fight.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a
yeah.
good one, man. I'm excited for that, man. I would like probably like it'd be nice a double, double header with Tank and maybe I don't think he'll be on this Lamont Roach card. If it will be, that'd be dope.
Well, the reason why I said I wouldn't mind seeing that because I saw something come out. I think it was yesterday, and they said that Al Heyman is planning on putting on the biggest card of the year for the last fight of the year, which is Tank Davis fight.
December 14th, is it?
Yeah, December 14th. And they say he's planning on putting on the biggest card of the year. So we might get the David Benavidez versus David Morrell on there as a co-main. We might get a couple of other fights that we've been looking for as well.
Mm. Well,
So
Al got to do something because that Turkey man putting some cards out. Even though the cards don't turn out to what we think it is, on paper, them it'd be some good fights over there, man. So he got to do something. He got to do something.
a few of them with some good fights. Some of them I was like, I don't care to see that.
I did like
It,
that Wilder card and Joseph Parker and B
that was the
Ball
five
and
on
all
five.
that. that
That was the 5-on-5. That was a decent card on paper, but besides that, all the other cards, the undercards wasn't really all that exciting. Like that fight that he put on for Bud Crawford, the undercard was not exciting at all.
no, it wasn't. I didn't care for it. What was Pitbull Cruz and Rayo? Was that on that card? Terrence Crawford?
Yeah, that was on that card.
That was about the best thing smoking on that card.
That was the best fight of the night.
Yeah.
That was the best
Rayo
fight of the
really
night.
he really boxed really well. He really did. He showed you
Yeah,
that guy Pitbull is easy to beat. You know what I
yeah.
mean? He's easy to beat. I like to see Pitbull and Matias then coming off to both put them together next with them coming off losses.
But well Pitbull and Rayo about to fight a rematch, so we're gonna see that fight again. We're gonna see if Pitbull makes some adjustments. We're gonna see if Rayo can do what he did the first time.
Rayo,
Um,
I think Rayo gonna do the same thing. If Rayo stick to the game plan,
maybe.
because Pitbull hit him with some good shots, but Rayo looked pretty well. He held up pretty well. You know?
Yeah, that's what I say. We're gonna see what happens because they are planning on doing a rematch, and that rematch might be on the Tank Davis card as well. That's
That would be
another thing
nice.
that joint might be on the undercard. So he said he's gonna put together the biggest card of the year. So we'll see. But
Yeah.
on another note, I see BBO has a question in the title, and he's asking why is Tank Davis fans worried about who Devin is going to fight next? Um, The same reason why Devin Haney fans was worried about who Tank was going to fight next. It's the same reason. That's what I believe is the same reason. Because they both fan base want to see those two fighters get in the ring together. So they worried about which one the other one is fighting. They want to see if his opponent is going to be better than Devin's opponent. They want to see if Devin's opponent is going to be better than Tank's opponent. So I mean it's almost like a Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd. They're going to be compared against each other until they fight each other, or even like a Earl Spence versus Bud. They're going to be compared against each other until they fight each other.
Yeah.
So I I
And
don't
will
know.
they
I
fight
think
each other? I doubt they even fight now because Dev, man, you know he a weight class above them. So I don't know why they even bring each other up. I'm tired of it because it's not like Tank has any interest in going to 140 right now. And how long is Dev going to be at 140? You know. So again, if Dev move up to welterweight in his next fight, or he take a fight, or Ryan Garcia rematch, or just some other kind of fight, and then move up to welterweight, we never gonna get that fight. So they might as well just keep each other's names out their mouth forever. If that move happens, if that happens that way, I don't want to ever hear Tank mention Devin, and I don't want to ever hear Devin mention Tank because
Tommy,
it's a welterweight and a lightweight.
the real prison talk. What Tommy said, Devin versus Blair to Flair at 147. Let's go.
That would be
I,
funny.
I
How
I mean
how would that build up be? You know, Blair the Flair gonna come talking crazy.
that's the thing. Blair to Flair versus Bill Haney. It, I think the press conference is going to be better than the fight.
Yeah,
I think the press conference is going to be better than the fight. You got Blair the Flair going against Bill Haney. You know they're going to be talking crazy. You know they are. I don't. I don't. I mean, I don't know if they make that fight. I mean, that's actually a good fight because both of them guys are boxers. Neither one of them are real big punchers like that. Um, both of them are boxers.
well, Blair the Flair dropped AB. AB's got a pretty solid chin. He
You know
don't.
what I just thought about? Devin Haney never been in a ring with somebody that's an actual boxer outside of Loma. Loma was small, but somebody his size that was an actual boxer. I don't think Devin ever been in a ring with somebody like that.
Yeah, Blair the Flair would be definitely be competitive. You know, he's just a C fighter. You know, Blair the Flair. You know, but he dropped
Yeah,
AB and knocked his teeth out. I mean, he packed his. I mean, you don't just drop AB. Who dropped AB before? Madonna.
AB been dropped a couple of times. He been
By
dropped
who?
a couple of times.
Madonna and who else?
Um, Madonna. I think Manny dropped him.
Nah. Mm-mm. He only been down that one time against Madonna. Now Blair the Flair dropped him. And nobody else.
I got to go back and watch
Sean
AB fights
Porter
because
ain't drop him.
I ain't
Uh,
see a lot of AB fights.
Manny
I
didn't
mean, it's
drop
been a
him.
while since I've seen AB fights.
Nobody dropped AB but Madonna. And
But
oh boy,
that that punch that he caught AB with, that was more
no,
so AB being off balance. Yeah, now he did knock his tooth out, but it
yeah,
was more so him being off balance than it was
yeah,
because
yeah.
AB was coming in and his foot was off the ground, so he was more so off balance than it was a punch that actually hurt him. Um,
Porter ain't drop him.
yeah,
I
I
remember that.
mean, he might have been. I mean, he might have been the
I'm
only
with
person.
G11.
Madonna might have
He
been the
got
only
back.
person
Yeah,
outside of Blair Flair.
AB dropped AB dropped Porter because that was like his highlight of the fight because he didn't let his hands go. Mikey ain't drop him. I'm with
Yeah,
GB when he
I
said
knew
only
Porter
Madonna.
didn't drop him. Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
Porter didn't drop him.
and neither did
Um,
Mikey. He just didn't let his hands go in them fights. You know what I mean? But
now,
Blair Flair got. I mean, like he was a little off balance. You know, AB wasn't in the best shape either. You know, he
yeah,
doesn't. You know,
and
he
see, and that's another thing. Yeah, he beat AB, but is that the prime AB? Hell no,
to the prime
hell
AB
no.
would have got. I think prime AB would have got him.
Prime AB would have stopped him.
Yeah.
Prime AB would have
He
stopped
lost to Blair to
Vince.
Flair. I mean that's tough. Like Blair. I mean, I don't know what he gonna do next, but I mean, I wouldn't if he got in there with Devin Haney. I wouldn't mind it. Dev need a fight, and then wait till Ryan. That way he don't stay sitting around waiting for Ryan take a fight. So when the suspension is up, you can get right into that. That's what he needs to do. Stay
Now,
busy. People gonna criticize him anyway. Don't matter who he fights. So just stay busy, and then see if Ryan can get that fight next. If not, then you got some other options.
what's going on, Crush?
What's
Crush,
up,
my
bros?
dude.
What's going on with y'all? What's happening?
What up,
Hey,
Crush?
hey, now we're just
Uh,
talking about these couple of topics that I have brought up, and then the questions that BVO had asked.
I like to crush your show this morning. We talking about that game. I went and got that, John.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it was a good thing to talk about because, it's everybody is on it and it's being talked about along with Fight Week. So, yeah, man.
It's
Why
a
not?
little
So I think
sluggish for me, man. It's like, and BVO hit me up behind the scene. BVO made me realize he had to make me realize real quick about that game. I'll say this real quick. I was talking to BVO. I was like, "Look, man, they got Canelo, they got Bam Rodriguez." I was naming all the fighters. BVO and I told him, I feel like it's a little sluggish. It feels like I know what I want to do, but sometimes it won't allow me to do it. It's a lot of buttons, you know. And BVO was like, "Dog, it's not EA." And I was like, "Damn, you right. You
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it's
Absolutely right."
EA
it's
Sports.
not EA Sports, and then
It
you
looks
also got to
good though.
you also got to remember too. Usually when they bring those games out, they got to test it out on the consoles first, and then they're gonna update it. It's gonna get an update, and then it will speed it up. Because if you ever download Madden and you download NBA 2K, when you first get it, like when it first comes out, it's not as good as it is after it gets that update. Once it gets that update,
Right.
then the game is much faster. The
Yeah,
game
I
moves a
guess
little
so.
better.
And you
So
know
yeah,
another thing, if you hit the buttons too much, yo, your guy he go crazy, dog. And the one thing I don't like, and what D Free told me behind the scene, and I get it because it's a nut that, bro. It barely has any arenas from America. It got like small, like Chicago, something, some I think Missouri, Kansas City, or something like that. Got a nice little stadium. For the most part, those arenas in other countries. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
the soundtrack is driving me crazy with that UK bumpity construction rock crawl, and is driving me crazy. That's already driving me crazy. But it's the graphics to me look. People's like the graphics ain't gonna look. I'm like I thought because I did Wilder Fury, I thought the graphics looked good. I thought Wilder and Fury looked good in there. But
yeah,
it's not bad. But and then another thing like if you go to create your let's say you want to do a road to the career with a bro, it doesn't have like height 6'1". That joint is in centimeters and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? It's a little different.
yeah. Because
It's just little
it's
things. See, because I'm a gamer and like I said, I used to be in the top 10 in the world on fight night. So I know what I'm talking about. I know what I didn't did stuff with EA. I know what I'm talking about. That game, it's like you gotta. It's like it doesn't. I don't even think it has the weight like 154 or whatever like that. Canelo or not Canelo, one of them fighters go all the way down to like lightweight, and I'm like, that boy wasn't no lightweight. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
weird, bro. It's weird with the weight because it doesn't say like 5'8", 147. You know what I mean? It got like centimeters, 1 point. You know what I mean? I'm
yeah.
like,
That
damn, I
because
gotta go
it's
back and
like I
look that
told
up.
you, it's from overseas, so
Yeah,
they going
yeah,
by their metric system. They're going by their
yeah,
metric system.
yep, 100%.
and
They are. It's not a United States metric system. Go ahead, Crush.
and even like I pointed out when I was talking about the game earlier, you can remember me saying there's a lot of UK fighters on here.
Yes.
Um, Now for the liking for us in America, there's some good ones on there, but it's not enough. Like, how can y'all do that and you don't have the Shakur, you don't have a Dev, you don't have a Tank, and the list goes on. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So
Yeah.
there's a lot left out. No Charlos, no, it's a whole lot left out. But I guess as it
Maybe
goes
we'll
on,
get them.
the
DLCs.
add-ons, yeah, you'll be able
Yeah.
to get the add-ons, which is they taxing us even more. But okay, I get it.
That's how
But
games
yeah,
go
cool.
nowadays. Is what it
and,
Yeah,
is.
and hopefully hopefully they do make it crossplay because as of right now it's not crossplay.
No.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
got
think
the
I think I
PS5
think
one.
I think all games that deal with like sports, especially those big games like basketball, football, baseball, and boxing, I think they all should be cross console because
Yeah,
you got so many people that has Xbox, you got PS5s, or they might be playing on their laptop or something like that.
yeah.
You should
I
be
don't
able
want
to
to
have
play
it with.
against the. I don't want to play against the PC niggas on console. No, it's not fair. It's not fair.
I mean, I don't have no problem playing against them because actually,
They
it's
can do
it's
too
it,
many. They can do. They can manipulate. Like they got this thing on 2K, dog. It's a little box. You can hook it up to your joint, and everything is green bean. Every shot you release is gonna be green bean, dog. When I saw that, I was like, see, I don't even want to play these niggas online no more, bro. Like I don't even my
Yeah,
friends. Like it's lame though. But other than that, the boxing game is cool. The graphics is cool. Like when you create your character to go fight, it's cool. You can join the amateur tournament or you can choose to skip it. I thought that was pretty cool. I just
yeah.
rushed to get to it real quick. I ain't really sit down with it. I just only fought like 2 or 3 times, but it's a little muddy. But like you said, hopefully they tighten up. And I advise everybody to get the WBC Deluxe Edition. Don't waste your time on the regular one that come out Friday. It's a waste of time because now you're not gonna have the '93 Roy. I got 2 different Canelos. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
got everybody there. They don't have like they did good. They did okay on the heavyweights. I like they had Riddick Bowe on there. I like that. I know he
Oh,
ain't never really been on the game, so the
I was
Riddick Bowe.
surprised they, I was surprised they didn't have Lennox Lewis on there. I would have thought
Yeah,
they would have had Lennox Lewis on there.
they said, but the guy that made the game, the company said people was just pricing themselves out. Like Devin Haney wanted to be on the front, and he wanted like 10 mil. Like that's not reasonable. Because when I called down to the GameStop in my area, out here in South Jersey, I asked them, did they have the WBC Deluxe version available? Dude said no, because nobody ordered it. I was like, damn. He's like, one
Yeah,
person ordered it. One person, he said, one person ordered the game, so it's got one copy, and that's for him. You know what I mean?
well,
I was like, that's crazy.
I I mean, I don't know if they really promoted it well because I didn't
Did they
see.
promoted it for 2 years? I've been waiting
No,
for
we
2 years.
we talked about it for 2 years, but they
It
didn't
was
they
on
didn't.
PC.
That's what I'm saying. We they had it on. They had the demo on PC, and they kept saying they were going to drop it, and then they kept pushing it back, and then they said we are going to drop it, then they pushed it back. So that could have played a
Ready?
part why a lot of people didn't order it because they thought, okay, man, they just going to push it back again like they did last time.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I mean,
it's not
I
a
don't
bad
know.
game. It's okay so far. Like I said, I'm only on my second fight. I'm about to create a character and go through the rankings and try to get used to it before I go jump out there online. Because somebody
Yeah,
online is 15-1-1. He number one in the world right now. But I was like, I can't. You go out. I don't play like that. I get prepared, then I go online for the next
yeah.
test.
So,
Yeah,
question. Let me ask you, how you feel about the fight between David Morrell and David Benavidez being
yeah.
official now?
Oh yeah, man. And shout out to uh the brothers, the family. I found out right through here, through off the grid. I'm excited about it, man. I said, hold up, this fight is official. And I was reading the text and I was like, holy snap. I called my son and I told my son before I came over. I said, yo, we getting Benavidez and Morel. He's like, man, you late, man. I seen something on it. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Morel about to get his ass beat.
Yeah, yeah. I think I had said because I heard behind the scenes and somebody sent me a flyer that that it was about to be done and they was talking about for March, but I don't think it's going to be in March. I think it might end up being on this undercard of Tank Davis. I think it might be on that undercard. Um,
That'd be dope.
Hey, real quick, D Free, run a commercial because we like at that halfway point,
all right, hold on.
so we can be uninterrupted and keep it pushing.
All right.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $ JBT Network 1. That's $ JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle, our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
Yep. Make sure y'all get y'all raffle in. It's almost that time. Um, but another thing that I seen that we talked about earlier before you got up here, Crush, was Bill Haney came out yesterday and gave Ryan Garcia an ultimatum. Ryan Garcia had asked for the rematch, and he said, well, Ryan, you want the rematch? You got 48 hours to enter into the WBC VADA testing. How you feel about it?
I still think it's somewhat of a coward move, but I get that. They still looking for an excuse for the reason why they didn't have the right fight plan to begin with. But the good thing they willing to do the rematch. Ryan, if he has a problem with going in doing that, then we got a damn problem, and I'm going to kill him until he's down to ashes. But hey, let's get it. Just like a lot of people, they think that the outcome will still be the same. They think that no matter what some people think, the idolizers, of Devin Haney. Some people really think Ryan Garcia would beat Devin Haney again without none of the nonsense. So let's see it. Let's see that. Let's see if he comes back and show us something, because I ain't feeling boy right now. I ain't feeling it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Real prison talk. I'm with you. That's how I feel.
What's up, Tommy? That's my guy right there. Coming through every morning, man. Coffee and donuts, man. I appreciate everybody coming
Yeah,
through. D3 in there.
coffee and donuts was lit this morning. I enjoyed it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and I did
Yeah.
I did a late night show last night too. So I had Right
Where?
Side come on, BC Corbett, and we was cooking, man. So I'm working, man. I'm working.
Shout
We
out
Yeah.
right
got
side.
things to do.
That's my dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just so everybody know, make sure y'all tune in next Monday. We do have a debate going down next Monday. BBO is going against Chad Sports. I sent
Mm.
both of the guys the questions, so they have the questions. We got some good questions. Nobody should
Oh
be able to
yeah.
complain about it. It's not going to be one-sided on the questions or anything like that. They're questions where if you know your fighter, you could persuade the judges either way. It just you gotta you gotta.
Who's the fighters?
It's Tommy
It's
Hitman Hearn versus
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
Mm.
And Cash Sports is taking Tommy Hearns, and
Hmm.
BBO will be taking Floyd Mayweather Jr. So make
Now
sure
that's
y'all
fair.
remember, we'll be reminding y'all throughout the week. We will be promoting it, so you'll hear me talking about it probably tonight if I go on my podcast. But you definitely hear me talking about it tomorrow morning on Coffee Donuts. It's gonna be a dope one, and it seems like brother BVO is on the world tour. Like Muhammad, my man, like Trial Called Quest, he's out there. He calling out smoke. He called out two. He called out for 2 smokes. He called out for 2 packs of smoke yesterday. So he got back to back lineups. Let's see how he goes. And after that, he's going to be going up against my man Mad Chan.
About to call.
So
Who about to who about to call BBO? What's his name? Uh, uh, Emmanuel Augustus. We about to call
Damn.
BBO Emmanuel Augustus.
Man,
That
Gus
man,
is
Yeah,
nice though.
yeah.
he
We
taking
respect
all the smoke.
Emmanuel Justice, man. Hey,
They ain't want to fight
He,
that boy. That boy was complicated, man.
yeah. That's why we
hey,
always forget about Emmanuel Justice, man.
BBO complicated as well.
Man,
He
Yes, he
complicated as
is.
well. It just he takes a
Yes,
lot
he
of
is.
losses. He takes a lot of losses,
Yeah, he's too
just like
complicated
him.
for himself. That's why he has more losses than what he's supposed to have. Same way with Emmanuel Augustus. He was too complicated for his own self.
BBO
Because with
got
that
more
style,
wins than losses, right?
Say that again.
uh,
He got more wins than
no,
losses. Who he beat?
Yeah, he got more wins than losses, but he got a lot of losses though. He got a
Who he
lot of
beat?
losses.
yeah.
Who's your
Uh,
notable win, BBO?
Emmanuel Augustus.
No,
No,
I
you
ain't
talking
talking
about
about. I'm talking about
BBO.
BBO. Who did he beat? Who's his in a
Oh,
debate?
BBO.
Who did he
Oh,
beat?
BBO. As far as I know of, he ain't beat anybody.
He beat me once, I think. But
Did
then
y'all
again, who am
debate
I?
it?
Like on the fly. It was just
Oh yeah, that's
happened.
right. I did debate that
Oh
one
yeah,
night.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
he's one in what? 1 in 3?
Yeah,
One
Uh,
one
in
and
three.
three. 1 and 3.
he might
But
need to debate
BBO,
me. I don't have the patience for debating. Like I get angry and pissed off. I can't keep my composure like Free can. And
No,
BBO, he keeps his composure pretty well.
that's the art of debating is
Keep-
making your opponent eat their words. That's
and
the art of debating, making your opponent eat their words.
and then if you say something that I know you right, and I go off track, man. I don't know if that's what it
No,
is.
what you got to do is you got to sit back and listen to everything they saying and poke
My
holes
ADHD
in
is not going to allow me
in
to
their
sit back.
in their debate. You gotta be able to poke holes in it. If you don't listen, you can't hear where you can slide in through the back door. Like when me and BBO had our last debate, not this one that just passed, the last debate. He opened up the door for me to call Floyd a duck. When he opened up that
yeah,
door, I was able to slide in the back door. I was just waiting for the moment. I knew he was going to do it. I knew he was going to do it. Everybody do. Everybody open up the back door. At some point, they want to let that draft come through, so they always open up the back door.
I don't have the patience for that. I would even be thinking like that. I'd be thinking, man, when is it my turn? This nigga is tripping. I probably wouldn't hear nothing this nigga was saying. I probably would just be worried about what I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? And that's how you get. I don't have the
Right.
patience.
I mean,
yeah.
but the thing is, when you debate, the more you do it, the better you get at it. That's
Well,
why I
that's
have
like
no
Yeah,
problem
anything.
with debating with BBO. He's getting better, but I'm getting better as well. I'm just fine tuning my skills. So BBO is getting better by
BBO,
debating
he's
me.
trying to say Free talking like you was just a tune up to him.
He
That's
is.
crazy.
listen,
He is
man.
a tune up.
Not
He is a
even a
tune up to
tune
me.
up, more like a sparring partner.
I
D
mean,
D
he
D
is. He
Damn.
D
is.
free D free is what you call a gym rat of debating. If he ain't debating, he's sparring somebody. You know what I'm saying? We used to spar a whole lot. We keeping each other sharp, and then we go mess people up together in 1-on-1. Like, iron sharpen iron. So he's not the one to call out because you might not be prepared for what you getting yourself into. He really knows his
Right.
boxing.
Like
No matter what you talk about it at.
I'm quite sure a lot of people see me in other platforms, and
Yep.
I go up there and debate anybody. I debate anybody. If I feel you don't know what the hell you talking about, I'm debating you because I know you don't know what the hell you talking about. So with me
Who
doing it,
channel was
I done it so much. I've done it so much
that?
that me debate having an actual structured debate is easy for me. It's easy for me because
Yeah.
I've done it on the fly all the time.
Just last week you was on somebody's damn channel, man. I'm at work and it was like maybe 1 something in the morning. I seen somebody had something and I looked at I said, look like D3 name is up
That
on
was
that
here.
motherfucker. I go right up
That
there.
was on this channel. That was on this channel. Me and Boxer Scholar. Me and Boxer
Yeah,
Scholar
yeah. I
was
said,
going at
what
it.
the fuck is he going at it? I said, yo, he always had it though, but he's been doing that, man. You're catching somewhere, giving out wreck. You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
I'm like Floyd Mayweather. Everybody want to try to take me down. They see that
Right.
they see that I'm a rising star. They want to try to take me down. They want somebody want to step up and say I could beat him. I can beat him. I got him right now. I got him. I'm like Floyd.
Yep.
But
Well,
but yeah,
debating.
it's
That's
gonna
what
be
we
a
got
great
some good
debate.
stuff.
I
Yeah.
think the questions that I gave is not one sided to anybody.
Right.
If you know how to debate and you know how to tell your fighter's story, you can win every one of these questions.
Yeah, I think. See, that's
Easy
more fair.
fighter.
Like that's more fair. Not like Triple G and Bernard. That's like no comparison. Like that. Whoever would take Triple G is just
No,
setting
no,
themselves up
see,
for failure. I don't. There's no way you can win that debate.
if I would have made the question, like if that wasn't me and BVO debate and somebody was debating Triple G and Bernard Hopkins, I would have made the questions different. The questions wouldn't have been what the question that BVO had, because the question that BVO had, there was no way Triple G could win that.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I'm saying.
the only reason why BVO won the second round, if you want me to be honest, because I wasn't really into it. I just read off the facts and that was it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
just read off the
Yeah.
facts.
I'll
That was
say
That's
it.
this.
true.
I'll say this: Hitman Hearns and Floyd Mayweather, they never fought. They both have great legacies. They both are champions. They both are Hall of Famers. So again, people gonna say most people might say Hitman to beat him. Me, I think Floyd could. I think Floyd would have beat him. I think he would have avoided Hitman, and he would. It would have looked like the Diego Corrales fight. But what do I know?
I don't know about that, but BBO said Devin might come back like Bernard Hopkins after he got beat up by Roy Jones Jr. Yeah, he very well could. He very well could, because Bernard Hopkins
But
came back to be a, a legend. I
But
mean,
he didn't really take a lot of
if you
damage in that Roy fight either, though. It's not like
no,
Roy. It was
he
an
didn't take
ugly
a lot of
fight.
yeah, he didn't take a lot of damage. He just got beat up. He just
It's an
got beat
ugly
up.
fight. I just say, yeah. I mean,
But I mean, make no mistake about it. However we feel about Bernard now is it doesn't affect what he did in the ring. Bernard Hopkins is a legend in the ring. He's a legend. For a fighter to have his best part of his career after he was 40 years old,
it's
the
crazy.
best part of his career is when he turned 39 and up to 51. That was the best part of his career. Because
One
prior
of
to
my
that,
at the
favorite fights
time,
was
yeah.
Jean Pascal. I thought he
yeah.
rumbled like he was showed so much
No,
dog in there.
he didn't win against Pascal. The
I
first
know. I
fight,
said that was my favorite fight. That the
oh
second
yeah,
one. I think he got
yeah.
robbed in the first one, but
No,
the
the first
second
one
one,
was the first one was a no contest.
nah, that was bad.
Right.
Chad. It was a draw
No, it was a no contest.
against
He got
Jean
two.
Pascal.
Yeah, he got two no contests.
No,
Oh, hold up.
it was a draw.
Matter of
They
fact,
they
you might be right. You might
That
be
was a
right.
draw, and then it was like some real live Rocky stuff. How Bernard, how like Canada, because they fought in John Pascal's city, and they changed on
Yeah,
him like
it was
Rocky. They
it was
literally
a
was
majority
screaming
draw.
"B hop, B hop, B hop," and the Canadian fans B hop took over Canadian. He loved it there.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
It was a majority draw. The first one was a majority
Yeah, I
draw.
thought B hop won that joint. They kind of robbed B hop. He was tight in that one. They kind of stuck it to
The fight that I'm thinking about was
bad
Chad
Chad.
Dawson.
Yeah,
Chad Dawson.
he
That was a
showed
no
her.
contest the first fight, and then the second fight he beat Chad Dawson in a majority. I mean
Nah,
he
Chad
beat
beat
Chad.
him.
No, he beat Chad Dawson in a majority decision in the second
No.
fight.
No, he lost to bad chat.
Huh?
He lost to bad chat.
No, I'm looking at his record right now. He got a
He
majority decision.
he beat Chad
Chad
Dawson.
Dawson. Yeah, he beat Chad. I'm looking at his record. He beat Chad Dawson.
I thought
He got a no contest
Yeah.
first, and then he beat him in the second one in a majority decision.
Yeah.
damn. I thought he lost to bad chat.
Mm-mm. No, he
Mm-mm.
beat him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he beat him. The first one was a no contest though. He
Mm.
got two. He got two no contests. He got two draws, and he got 8 losses.
Mm. I didn't know he. I thought he lost to bad chat because the first time he threw his shoulder out. I thought the
Two of
second fight.
two of his
Bad.
losses. Two of his losses came to Jermaine Taylor. Another loss came to Joe Kazaki. Then he had a loss to he got TKO against Joe Smith. And who was the fight that he had right before Joe Smith?
No, he lost to bad chat in a majority decision. He lost to
Why they
bad chat.
why they have it as he won?
I'm on BoxRec looking at it now. It says Chad Dawson.
Because
It's red.
I'm looking at his Wikipedia actual
No wonder
career.
you looking at Wikipedia. You can't go off of
I'm
that.
looking at his
He
actual
lost
career.
to he no contest. He did a majority draw with John Pascal. Then he came back in the next fight in a rematch and you would him. Then that's when he went and fought Bad Chad for the WBC. Then he lost a majority decision. Then he came back and beat Tavares Cloud. Then he went on that nice little run. Then he lost to Sergey Kovalev and Joe Smith.
That's what it was. Kovalev and Joe Smith was the last
He
two
lost
losses
his
of his
last
career.
two fights. But
Yeah.
he went on that run at around after that Tarver. No, he didn't because he beat
Those last
Oscar.
two fights. I mean, yeah, he lost them, but the man was 50 and 51 years old.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
49 and 51. 49 and 51.
He
He was
beat
an old
Roy.
man fighting.
How old was he when he fought John Pascal?
He was 45 and 46.
Mm. Damn. B Hop he's that guy, man. I'm looking at his box rate, man. It's tough.
Yeah, because that fight when he beat John Pascal, he became the oldest male fighter to win a title. But he beat out George Foreman.
Then he spun the block and was the oldest to ever defend it. That's a nice little record on the low.
Yeah. He said, "What if Dad become the new Amir Khan?" No, he can't. He can't become the new Amir Khan because the new Amir Khan didn't have a chin. That nigga was going to sleep.
He was the
Dev
older
didn't. Dev
American was
didn't.
going to sleep.
That man wasn't going to sleep. Dev got up every single time he got dropped. He didn't go to sleep.
No.
And we all know that Ryan pack a punch.
Yeah.
I mean, now it rocked him, but he didn't get knocked out. Now the thing that I want to see is it going to be similar to what happened to Deontay Wilder? Because remember that fight, that second fight that Deontay Wilder had with Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder didn't get knocked out. They stopped the fight, but he was on his feet. And his corner threw the towel in. He was ready to fight. The corner threw the towel in. And he got mad at the corner for throwing the towel in because he was ready to fight. He didn't get knocked out. But after that, he got knocked out. He wasn't the same after that fight. He ain't been the same since that fight. So I want to know, is it going to have the same effect that it had on Deontay Wilder?
No, he didn't get brutally knocked out. That was a brutal knockout by Fury, even though Wilder showed dog in that fight. And I still feel like them counts were all questionable.
He didn't get knocked out in that fight.
In the last fight?
No, the last fight he did. I'm talking about prior to the last fight.
Oh, yeah, the second fight, he was on his feet. I'm talking about that last fight took a lot out of him. That last fight took a lot out of him. And he run all them every time Fury was on the ground, them counts were questionable to me. But I didn't want to open up that can of worms. I mean, it's getting late and yeah.
Yeah. Is the Rise podcast coming on tonight? I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I know they came on last night. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off of here anyway, man. I got it.
Yeah.
Together. I gotta get my life in order for work tomorrow.
No, I don't see them coming on tonight. I don't see them coming on tonight.
Crush still here. You and Crush can cook. You know what I mean? I gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm about to get off here because I gotta take my wife to work. But
all right.
Yeah.
You want to run a commercial on the way up out of here?
Yeah, I'm not sure what we got lined up for tomorrow. I know we're doing a live. I'm not sure if we got somebody that we're interviewing or we just going to be talking about these boxing debate, not debates, but boxing topics.
We'll be here either way. Your favorite crew. We'll be here.
I mean, we got to talk about the fight that's going on this weekend.
Yeah.
We got Arthur versus Bivol this weekend.
Yeah. We got to get up on that.
That's gonna be a hell of a fight. Some of us got Arthur winning, some of us got Bivol winning. Who knows?
It might end in a draw. Bivol's the favorite.
I know, and that's why I put money on Arthur.
Yeah, I think I am too. You gotta show me how to do that, Free. Even though I
got
picked Bevo to win, that's crazy. But I picked Bevo to win, but I got again. How you gonna? It's a cool little $100 on Arthur. It ain't gonna win you much, but damn it, it's gonna be something.
let me ask you a question. At 175, who you think fought the better opposition
Right now,
between Arthur and Bivol at 175? Who fought the better opposition of opponents?
I would say Arthur.
Yeah,
I would say he
I
has a
would
little
have to
bit
say
more notable names.
I
He
would have
got
to say Arthur.
he got what's the guy name? The black guy.
You talking about Anthony Yard
That was a
or
good fight.
Marcus
Yeah,
Brown?
both of those fights were good fights.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just think the only people we know Bivol to beat up is Canelo and it's like two other people I know. We're pretty decent wins though, but I don't think it's as good as what Arthur
he
has
beat up.
done.
Yeah, he beat up Canelo, and I think he beat up Joe Smith, if I'm not mistaken.
He beat up somebody else. I was like, damn, that was a good one. But whatever. Again, Dimitri Bivol is going to stick to his game plan. He's not going to engage with Arthur, but Arthur don't get enough credit because he can box too, and people going to find out how good he can box as well. I believe he's going to shock people, think he's just some kind of wrecking ball and it's going to just run through everybody. No, if he has to get out there on the outside and box, man, he damn it, he can do that. That's what makes him good. But can he do it? Is he more superior than Bivol? It remains to be seen. And my phone keeps going crazy right now.
Yeah.
All right, well, Free, you want to run a commercial before we get out of here?
Yeah, let me run a commercial real quick.
Yeah.
It's time for another raffle brought to you by the JBT. Our first item is a new 10th generation iPad with a liquid retina display which shows off beautiful color and has plenty of power for all your handheld computing needs. Great for work, play, or just movies on the go. How much is it to enter, you ask? Just $10. Or you can catch the deal with 3 entries for just $25. It's easy to enter. Just cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. Our second item is a set of Kenichi Bear Bluetooth noise canceling headphones. Great for gaming, movies, or travel. As the second prize in this great raffle. Our third item is a Ninja brand air fryer. Great for all your air frying needs. Cooking healthy with the JBT. So send your entries via Cash App to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. $10 each or 3 for $25. Put raffle on the comment line and you are entered.
Y'all, we will catch y'all tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
And we be talking this good boxing talk. Don't forget to wake up early, get your coffee and donuts with the boy Crush the Legend. You going on at 6 or 6:30, Crush?
6:30.
Yeah, 6:30 a.m. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, make sure y'all wake up early in the morning, get your coffee and donuts with Crush the Legend at 6:30. Get your day started. And we'll see y'all tomorrow at 8. It's your boy D Free, prize fighter, Crush the Legend, BBO Boxing. We out.
We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see. Oh, we boxing, yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BBO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BBO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BBO.